all pieces in chess has power, and queen is the most powerful piece in chess because queen can simultaneously attack the files, rank, and diagonals. So it's very strong. But in certain cases, like the queen is dependent on the king. Example, you can see this position, like the king is trapped in the first rank. So most of the cases, the king will help to come near to the other king, and then the queen mates. Okay, so my question is it possible to mate the king without the support of the king? That means you're going to mate only with the queen. So is it possible? You can think for a moment. The answer is it is possible. Okay, if you already know how to do it, you can learn some special ideas still. And if you have no idea how to do it, then don't worry, you're going to learn it anyway. Okay, so here, to mate the king, first thing we need to understand is we need to chase the king to the corner. I mean, somewhere here. This is one idea. So you have to understand the science behind the skills. Okay, once you learn the science behind the skills, then you're going to learn chess more effectively and your progress is going to be more faster. Okay, so I've classified into few categories, like to learn this more in a simple way. Okay, so first thing is we have to use the method drive. Drive is one idea here, and triangles. There's a lot of ideas related with triangles here. Okay, so I'll show you practically here how to do it. So first thing what we can do is we can push the king to the corner. So we can drive basically by putting it to b2. So king has to go to e1, then queen goes to c2, king goes to f1, queen d2, king g1, queen e2, king h1. Okay, so here we should not go further with queen f2, because if we go queen f2, it's going to be a stalemate. Okay, so you can observe this clearly. First thing what we need to do is you have to understand this position. This is the most important position. Let's say if I play queen f3, the king goes to g1 and it's white's turn to move. Okay, so this is the key position. You have to make this position into black turn to move. So you have to make it like into black's turn. It's right now it's white turn. Same position, you have to make it into black's turn. Once you achieve this, then you can drive the king to h5 and you can mate. Okay, so what we can do here is we can use this triangle ideas. So I play queen to e4 here. So now they have two options. Either they can go king h2 or king g1. We will see both in detail. If they go king to g1, now you see this is the triangle idea. So queen can go there and go to f3, and this forms a triangle. So we can get the queen to f3. Now it's black to play. So this is the key position. As I mentioned, this is the key position and it's black to play now. So now king has to go to h2, and then we can take the first rank in control. So you see, still it's like a triangle. So they have to go to g3, so we can take control over the second rank. So by putting the queen to e2, so slowly we can drive them. So king has to go to f4. Now the queen will go to d3. So now king has to go to g4. We can come closer since the king is in the fourth rank. So we can slowly come closer. Queen to e3. Now the king won't go to h5, because if they go there, you can see checkmate is coming. Queen g5. So that leads to a checkmate. So they won't be able to go there because we have a simple checkmate here. So they have to go h4. Now corresponding squares in the triangle. Okay, so these squares have some coordination. This is one idea. So what we can do is we can give a check. So once the king goes to h3, we can go queen g1, pushing the king up. So the king has to go to h4, and then we can drive with queen g2. King has to go to h5, and then we can mate on g5. So this is a mate. So going back, okay, so this is the key position. As I told you, you have to get the queen to f3, and if the king is on g1, in that case it should be black to move, but right now it's white to move. So to make it into black to move, we use this triangle idea. Queen goes here, and then to f3, forms a triangle here. If you observe, it's a triangle. So king g1, queen f3. So we got the winning position. So king h2, queen f1. Okay, now we'll see the other possibility. For queen e4, let's say, now they don't play king g1. If king g1, we have queen f3, and it's winning. Let's say they play king h2. We have to get the same position with black to move. So we can use another triangle here. This is an amazing triangle. So this one, see, these are the coordinating squares. So what we can do is we can go to g4, and then the king has no much option. It has to go to h1, and then we can play queen to e2. So you see the triangle. So now they have to go king g1. Now you can get the key position. So the key position is queen to f3 with black to move. So that is important. So now we have achieved the position which we wanted. So they have to go king h2 now. Then remaining all is the same thing. So we can just go queen f1, start slowly driving them, queen to e2, okay. So let's say they play king f4, because they won't go king h4. If they go king h4, you have to be very careful here, because you can't play queen f3. If you play queen f3, it's going to be a stalemate. So if they directly go to the h file, it's quite easy. We can just play queen g2 and push them. You can also mate with queen h3, still without getting support from the king. That's an amazing mate. Okay, so king has to go to f4, then we can go to d3, push, queen e3, then the triangle idea and the corresponding squares. So queen g5, forcing the king to h3, then queen can go to g1, king h4, queen to g2, king h5, queen h3. So going back, you have to remember these ideas. So this is the important position. So here queen e4. So this forms a triangle. And also this is also another idea. So queen e4, queen f3, queen e2. Queen f3. You can use this idea if they play king g1. So queen e4, king g1, then queen f3. So this is a triangle, and for queen e4, if they play king h2, then you can use this triangle and the corresponding squares. So queen g4, king h1, queen e2. So finally we got the position where it's black's turn to move. So rest of the other things are so easy. So we can see more ideas related to the triangles and how it can be used in game also in the upcoming lessons. Thank you.